Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, or Happy Holidays to make it easier for you. I'm Henry, and this is Blaze the Roof. If Happy Holidays offends you, please kindly remove the stick from your ass. This week we're going to be reviewing a sauce from Brooklyn. Our friends from the Heatonist have released a sauce. It's a special edition sauce called the Garlic Fresno edition. Apparently they made a batch of the classic with way too much garlic. There's no such thing, right? And they were happy with the results and decided to make it its own edition or its own specialty. I don't know if it's going to be around for long, if it's going to be part of their permanent fixture, but we get to try it today. So I'm very excited about that. So a little bit about Brooklyn. This is actually out of, again, the Williamsburg neighborhood, hipster Mecca, as I always like to call it. So a little bit about Brooklyn. It was settled by Dutch immigrants. It was originally called Brooklyn and became Brooklyn. Noted people from Brooklyn include Al Capone, famous gangster who died of syphilis. And the only department in the United States that was powerful enough to take him down was the IRS. Don't fuck with them, people. They will come after you. So, another noted gangster, Neil Diamond, is also from here, who unfortunately right now is fighting Parkinson's. So we wish him, we wish him the best there. Also, Debbie Gibson, probably one of my first crushes ever. Also, C. Everett Koop, who was the the former Surgeon General for the United States.
For all the latest medical move, call Surgeon General C. Everett Koop.
So now let's look at the packaging. So the classic has a red and yellow label. This one just has a blue and white label. But it mirrors the exact same font and everything. Except if you notice, it says Garlic Fresno Edition. This sauce does have a lot of separation in it, which tells you it's all natural. And so let's now look at the ingredients on it. So the ingredients include the Fresno chili pepper, water, apple cider vinegar, garlic puree, which is garlic and water, vinegar, kosher salt, organic dried garlic, organic turmeric, organic black pepper. So it also has a description on here, which says, serendipity. When a batch of the classic was accidentally made with 10 times more garlic than usual, a new star was born. Introducing Garlic Fresno Edition. Paired with the mild and sweet heat of Fresno chilies, the extra punch of garlic makes this sauce the perfect pairing for chicken, pizza, and more. We shall see that. As I read in the ingredients, there is quite a bit of garlic in this, right? What the ingredient I want to focus on is the Fresno chili pepper, which I actually not very familiar with, but it's in the Capsicum annuum family. It's fruity, smoky, and sweet. It's slightly hotter than jalapenos. Jalapenos are about 4,000 SHUs, so this is a little bit hotter, but I don't anticipate it to be like that hot, right? It's high in vitamin C and B, and it's grown throughout all of California, and is actually a form of the New Mexico chili pepper. New Mexico chilies are some of my favorite to use for red sauces, chili, things to that effect. So, all right, we'll see what the taste is like. Before we get any further, though, let's hear from this week's sponsor. You tried on Blue Apron. You've said hello fresh. Now it's time to try a food service that really allows you to cook au natural. From the Nakery, we say, welcome to Nudie Foodie. The meal service that specializes in recipes you can cook in the nude. Talk about organic. This isn't just some flash in the pan food service. Most of our recipes call for frying bacon and various other meats, so we hope you get used to that. Experience au natural from the comfort of your home. Show off your stuff in the buff with the Nudie Foodie. Now for the moment of truth. So, I still remember how the original classic smell or tasted like. It was a very versatile sauce. You weren't kidding. You could smell the garlic in this. You could ward off vampires with this. But you also smell the vinegar. And it smells, you can smell a little bit of pepper in it, but again, these peppers are not going to be very hot. So what we're looking for more with this is just flavor, and I guess the complexity with it. It's rather runny sauce. You're going to expect that for a sauce that clocks in only at 1700. It's probably actually weaker than the original classic, which I believe was 1800. So this might be actually one of the weakest as far as Scoville units go. But again, right, it's not always about the heat. It's about the flavor. Is this any good or not? All right. And as you can see, it's a nice reddish brown. So it looks very much like the classic. There's a lot of chunks in there. So you know that this is made with natural ingredients. Again, a lot of separation. So this is going to be a little bit better sauce. And I'll go into a little bit greater detail as to why would you pay more for this sauce as opposed to like a Louisiana sauce or whatnot. But all right, here we go. All right. That was a very tasty sauce. So obviously there's a ton of garlic in here, but again, I'm a person that loves garlic. I pretty much use it in everything I cook. So people that don't like garlic, you're gonna want to stay away from this. Or you're gonna want to grow up, because adults should have better palates than that. Come on, garlic is delicious. Unless you're allergic, then by all means stay away. But you can definitely taste that. But there's also the vinegar complements it perfectly with a little bit of tanginess, but not too much. And then if there's any burn at all, maybe it's a little bit at the front of the tongue, but it's very mild. This is definitely a lightweight sauce. This would be a good introductory sauce for most people. Alright, so the reason I would spend more money on a sauce like this as opposed to like a Louisiana or Tabasco is those are really heavily, they're just heavily diluted by vinegar typically. Like Louisiana sauce, I love, I absolutely love it. But again, it's mostly vinegar with a little bit of the cayenne pepper in there. Which it's delicious in its own right, but again, this is a handcrafted sauce that is a little bit, it's smaller batch, and so it's going to be just a lot better tasting. Same thing with like Tabasco. Tabasco is just all vinegar and Tabasco pepper. I wouldn't even say it's really that good of a tasting sauce. It really isn't. It's just heat and vinegar. Whereas this has a tremendous amount of flavor. And again, I know it might be cliche to say, but I can literally feel like I could put this on any food, and literally like any food. If you're familiar, like Hoi Fong, I think that's the name. The company that basically makes sriracha also makes a garlic chili paste. While this is not a paste, it's along the same lines where you could probably use this on, Asian food. I think you could use it not on Indian food. I think, or maybe you could. I don't know. Indian food should already be spicy enough as it is, so I wouldn't necessarily go do that. But I mean, for breakfast, for meats, chickens, pork, vegetables, I think it could just go on anything. It's a very flavorful sauce. Will add a great amount of zest to it because of the right amount of kick because of the garlic. I just think it's going to be a phenomenal sauce. So, all right. Yeah, I mean, the guys at Heatonist, now they missed with their Los Calientes. I don't like that one, but their last dab and Their classic have both been incredible, and this edition is every bit as good, if not even better. Actually, the garlic really adds a nice touch to it. Because I remember the classic being good, but wow, this sauce is really, really phenomenal. So I highly recommend it. 2020 has been a hell of a year. So we're going to start off 2021 with a hell of a sauce. We're going to be reviewing Hellboy out of Hellfire, the Pennsylvania one, not the Detroit one. And it should be a really, really hot fucking sauce to kick off the year. Hopefully 2021 will be better than 2020. We'll see. Alright, so again, happy holidays. Merry Christmas for those of you that celebrate. Happy Hanukkah to my Jewish friends and followers. And happy Kwanzaa for everyone else that follows that. Or just happy holidays in general. Be safe. Think of your families. Be smart. Once again, I'm Henry. And remember, spice up your life. Take care.